Welcome back to Life Diaries with Amy. If you're new to Life Diaries podcast, welcome. The Life Diaries podcast is basically where my friends and I talk about topics ranging from wellness, lifestyle, motivation, friendships, life advices, and college life. And today's diary will cover self-care and tips on what you can do to work on yourself. If you didn't listen to my first two podcasts, go check those out right now. The first episode focuses on starting a new semester, and the second one focuses more on friendships. For this episode, my friend Kate will be joining me. Kate, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. So I'm Kate Welsh. I'm also a sophomore here at High Point University. I'm majoring in psychology with a minor in studio art, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kate, for joining me. So we'll basically go into our first topic about kind of feeling like the burnout throughout like the semester. We're already like halfway through our fall semester already, which is kind of crazy because my first episode we talked about starting a new semester.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, like, Kate, I feel like you feel the same way, but we're already like halfway through like October, and like I like already want to go home.
We've talked about this. We've had this conversation.
Which is really bad to say, but like
it's not that we don't love it here.
No, we love High Point.
Oh yeah.
We love High Point. Roll Thurs.
Yep, roll Thurs.
But I don't know like what it is. I don't know if it's just because we just came back from fall break, but I just also think I just have like so much stuff that I have to do for school.
It's overwhelming.
And it is very overwhelming. Like we have to start picking classes for next semester.
God.
Like
that in itself is a whole process.
Yeah, that is a whole process that we will not talk about because that alone just stresses me out.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I don't know, like just feeling like all this burnout. I just feel like I really haven't had time to really like take care of myself. And I feel like most people really don't. I feel like they just kind of let like their mental health kind of like slip away, if that makes sense.
It's so easy to. Mm-hmm. It's hard to prioritize and find that time for yourself.
Yeah, especially when you're like at college, when you're just with like so many people. Like, yeah, I feel like I just want to like hang out with all my friends and all this, but then like I just don't like really take time for myself sometimes. And I feel like a lot of people go through this. That's why I kind of wanted to talk about this. Like I said, we actually just came back from fall break like a week ago.
A week?
Week ago.
Not even.
And honestly, like even before, I feel like I was feeling the burnout even before fall break. So like end of September, like
it was
early
a needed break.
Early October, like I really like was looking forward to going home. And I honestly like I loved my time at home because I like even though I like had to like do like work over break, like I think I don't know like what it was, but I just like felt like a lot calmer, a lot like at peace at home. I really don't know what it is.
No, but that makes total sense. Yeah.
But going home like for fall break, I think it was just also nice being home with like family and stuff. Like I love all my friends, like at college and everything. But I think just also like going home, seeing my family just really helped a bit. Like I don't know like what it is, but I think like just like doing stuff that I like usually like wouldn't do here. Like when I was home for fall break, I went shopping with my mom, like all of this, like I went to New York and all that. Too. Like it was just such a nice break. Like it was like a very, very much like needed break.
Yeah. And I will say it's a lot easier when you're home to find time for yourself. Like even like for me, like for fall break, like none of my friends are necessarily like home or go to school like near like Dallas. So I don't really see them. But still, even just having, like, that time with myself and, like, with my family is much needed. And I still, like, have fun, like, over every single break.
No, but even, like, being here sometimes, like, I'm the person that usually, like, I don't like skipping out on, like, my classes, especially, like, at college. I'm, like, because I know I'm paying, well, I'm not paying for it. My parents are paying for it.
I know that's even more reason to go.
I know my parents are paying for me to do all this, so I'm, like, I'm not going to skip my classes. And I love all my classes, so I, like, really don't want to skip it.
Also, like, that's just stressful, because then you get behind, and, like, you know you're behind.
Yeah, and I feel like not really, like, I feel like some people, like, don't really, like, think much like about this, but like you miss out on like one class, like you're so behind.
Good luck. Yeah.
You're so behind. Like, I mean, like some of my classes are like pretty easy this semester. Kate, I know you have a couple of harder classes this semester.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like sometimes it's like okay to like give yourself a break sometimes, like if you skip like a class or two, I think it's fine. I know like you've done it before, like you've like skipped out on like a couple of your classes, but like I think you just really have to like kind of like
prioritize mental health. We'll say that. Like it is tempting like to skip classes, but like I always prioritize going to classes unless you do genuinely need a break, and then you need to prioritize your mental health as well.
Yeah, and I think so far this semester okay, wait, no, that's a lie. I have.
You took that back real quick.
I'm like, I don't think I've skipped out on any classes, but no, I did. I skipped out on my Chinese class to actually edit my podcast, my first episode. But like that was also because I was like, I'm not gonna
for the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get this done in time. But like even then, like that, I'm not gonna lie. I love this podcast class. Love you, Professor Wells, but. It's taken over my life a bit. But I love it in a good way. But it is like a lot of work, and I have felt like a lot of like burnout from this. And honestly, I feel like I haven't really taken time all of like September and beginning of October to really focus on like myself, give myself like a break. I fell like behind in like some schoolwork before. Like it's been bad.
No.
I've been through it.
And it is hard to like, you want to give your schoolwork like your 100% your full, but also you need to give yourself time and attention and take care of your own mental health. But it's hard to balance both of that.
Yeah. I feel like we can kind of go into our next topic about working on yourself and having some like independent time. Like Kate said before, I think definitely try and focus on yourself a bit. Like obviously if you want to do things with like other people, like that's fine and whatever, but I love doing things with my friends, but sometimes like I do want time for myself. I don't know. I like having that like own like time for myself. Like I like even like with like having like a roommate and stuff. I love my roommate, but sometimes it is honestly nice to have like the room to myself sometimes. I don't know.
Definitely. I understand that. And I'm someone who needs like, I need my alone time.
Same with me.
I need time for myself. I need to just like sit and think, do like my own stuff. And I will say with like, it is hard enough balancing like school and mental health and like just focusing on yourself no matter what during the school year, but especially in college, just because, and we love all our friends to death.
We love them.
But we are with each other 24/7.
We are.
And it's hard to find times for yourself.
And like, I know like some people like love being around people like all the time. Like they love being around their friends all the time. And I love that. I really do. But sometimes I do need time. I do need time for myself, and I think that's why like I hang out with like Kate like all the time. Kate and her roommate G. Shout out G.
Shout out Gigi baby.
But like even like I would just like we would all go to dinner together, all this like hang out like for like a few hours, but then
every single day.
Yeah, but then like at night like I would go back to like my own room like sometimes like a little like earlier than usual, just because I just need some time to myself, and I do have like a lot of work to get done.
Total sense, and I 100% get that too. I'm like, I love social time, but I do not have that social battery. I have it for like a certain amount of time, and then it just kind of like dies off. No,
like,
me too.
A little after, but I mean like I feel like some tips we can give you. I feel like some tips we can give you guys on just things that you could do to take care of yourself would probably be, I don't know, like if you're a girl, like online shopping. Guys, I do that all the time. It's so bad.
It's bad. Not good financially, but mentally, give yourself that little treat yourself.
It's good. And I do that like every day. I desperately need to get my nails done, but I feel like getting our nails done. Kate, I know you've done it before. Like Kate literally like went off campus one day and she was just like, I'm just gonna go get my nails done. Came back, her nails are so cute by the way. But I mean,
I will say I will do that. I have a car here. I will like between classes or like if I just need a moment alone, I will like go get my nails done or like go run to Dunkin' or something and then just like have time for myself and just like literally I will sit in my car. Like I don't care.
I love doing that. I think that's the reason why I miss having my car here.
Yeah.
It's just
or even just driving around like
oh
that.
My God,
like just clear my head, listen to music.
I love doing
Take
that.
time for myself. Yeah.
And like, and I know like sometimes like you like don't text like the group chat about it, which is completely fine because I'm like, she wants to be by herself sometimes because I get it because I'm literally the same way. Like I'm the same way. Like sometimes I just need some time just for myself, just to be by myself.
And I will say a hard part about that for me is in my head, I'm like, I don't want to offend anyone, but I need alone time. And I am honestly such an like way more introverted, I would say, than like other people.
Really?
Yeah, which you wouldn't expect because we're with each other.
I wouldn't have expected
but, like,
that.
I need my alone time. Like I don't really like. I'm not like that with like yes, I'm like that with our friends, and like I love hanging out with you guys for like a certain amount of time. But like I need my own time and like to just do my own thing for a little bit.
That was me over the summer. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like after my first year of freshman year of college, after like all the like social life, all like after like all the going out, meeting new people.
I was like exhausted physically and mentally. I was just drained.
Like when we got home, like I would like obviously hang out with my hometown friends, whatever. But like I'm not gonna lie, I think for the whole month of June, the whole month of July, I really did not hang out with any of my hometown friends. And looking back at it, I honestly feel so bad because then like August came and I was like, oh crap, like I need to
I was like, oh my God, I need to see them.
But like really like the whole month of like June and July, I think I really just spent time with like my family. I'm such a like huge like family girl and I love my family. But I just really spent more time with them and really just kind of did like my own thing. And like I'm like I mean I don't really like regret it like looking back at it because I just like I felt at peace. Like I had no drama.
Exactly.
It was so
like
nice.
Once again, and that goes back to the like it's hard because you don't want to offend anyone of like I need my alone time, but also like you need to prioritize that because it does like help you reflect and like you will look back at that and like you said not regret it because like that was time well spent and like you got to catch up like with your family and focus on yourself. And like honestly I did the same. I spent like majority of the summer just like me and my dog, like me and my family, like, and it was great.
No, yeah, I like, and I remember, I think, like, the main reason why I really just wanted to focus on myself was because I was getting over a boy. I was getting over a boy. So it was like, you know, I think I really just like to get over that person. I was like, I just kind of have to really focus on myself. I even just ordered this new book on self-care. I'm going to start reading it and stuff. Oh, and that's also what I did this summer. Like I started like, I hate reading. Like I really don't like reading, especially like when you're assigned a book to read like in school or something. But I like this summer, like I started like picking up on like books and stuff. And I think I remember telling my cousin, I was like, okay, I want to try and at least get to like 10 books by like 10 books like read by the end of the like summer or something. I read like 25 books.
Oh my God.
Like
I'm so
my
proud
mom literally like every time I would ask her if I could order a new book, she'd be like, another one?
Again? Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I know. Who
love
am I?
reading.
I love
like,
reading too.
I think that's such a good just like mental break and like healthy habit. And like honestly, I have not like I was reading like a lot over the summer, but like since we've been here, I haven't even opened a book. Which again just shows like it's so hard to balance and find time for yourself. Yeah.
When I was home for fall break, I also didn't really have time to really pick up like a new book. I wanted to, but I really didn't have time because I was still like busy and stuff. But I did get a new book over break, but then I didn't bring it back because I knew I wasn't going to read it here with like my busy schedule and stuff.
It's so hard. I always, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'll bring all these books and I'm going to read them. Because in the summer, I would blow through them or like even over breaks. But like here, I just do not have the time or even try to find the time.
I brought some of my books back like when we were moving in. Have not
I haven't touched them.
Have not opened a single one of them. But, no, going back to it, I bought the new book and okay, one, I didn't bring it back here because, oh yeah, like I said, I like, knew I wasn't going to read it.
Yeah.
Two, it couldn't fit in my bag while coming back here. So I also couldn't do that. But no, I just like, I bought the new book, and I think honestly when I go home for like Thanksgiving or something, I'm going to read it, or like I'm going to at least like attempt to start reading it.
And that is a good thing travel wise to just like bring with you. Read it in the airport, read it on the plane, and then like while you're home you'll want to continue reading it.
Yeah. And thank God Thanksgiving break is next month. I just hope it comes by really
4 weeks. I'm not counting.
But
4 weeks.
But thank God it's, coming by, like, coming
right around
up
the corner.
soon.
And then winter break, long break.
Yeah, which I really need. But I know I'm going to miss you guys over winter break.
Oh, yeah. Like, I missed you guys every single time, but I am happy to be home.
Yeah, I am happy to be home. I'm trying to think. What other stuff could we do for stuff? Oh, okay, so sometimes I like to have like a little like self-care night to myself. That's why sometimes I like go back to my room early, because I like to get ready for bed, because I usually go to bed like really late, but
it's a bad habit too.
Yeah, I really do like going to bed early and like waking up early in the morning, but usually sometimes like if I have time, I would, do my skincare, get ready for bed, shower, all this, and then do like a little face mask.
Yeah.
Like I love doing all this, like, and like even like sometimes most of the time I do go on my phone and I do like edit my TikToks, but sometimes I do like to watch a show before going to bed or something, just like a little something to get my mind off of like all my schoolwork and stuff and just everything else.
Yeah, no, me too. And I feel like another thing is, like along with what you were saying, like staying up late or something like that, or like some mornings, like I'll, like recently I kind of got in the habit of waking up earlier and getting work done before class, but like occasionally I will have the morning where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I could sleep for another like hour or two, and like it's important that you don't make yourself feel guilty for sleeping in on the days you need it. And like if you're still able to sleep at, like, don't sleep through classes obviously, but like if you're like waking up at like 9:30 rather than like 8 o'clock, like there's nothing wrong with that.
And also I feel like I mean, like I don't do this often, just again like with my busy schedule, but I feel like sometimes like people like feel like guilty taking like naps like throughout the day, or like even like throughout like the week or something, but like it, like honestly, like it's completely fine, like because I feel like, you're busy, like all this, like you're obviously stressed out, like just give, like even if it's like an hour long like nap or something, that's usually how long
or just
I
like an hour long break or rest, just like let yourself be, like let your body rest, like you need it, you need your sleep, it's important.
And then like also like I might go into this more in like a different episode, but I would definitely take care of, or really just watch what you like eat and stuff, like make sure you're like feeling your body. I know like I won't lie, like beginning of the year, like I haven't really been like doing that, just because I've just been so busy, and I just didn't have like time to eat. And
like
usually
that sounds so stupid, but like with my schedule it's hard to find a time for me to eat. Like if I'm going from like 10:40 straight to 3 o'clock, like it's hard to find a time to eat.
Especially with your like 3-hour long art classes and stuff. But no, like I definitely think like with like taking care of yourself, also make sure you're eating enough and all that.
It's so important.
Yeah, it really is important.
And just like putting like little self-care things into your day, like whether that's making your bed in the morning, like trust
I love
me,
doing that.
like when I get back in my room, like as tired as I am in the morning and like it's not that great to make, like getting back into my room and it's clean and my bed's made is so like, it just makes me feel so good and
so
like
refreshing
put
and stuff
together. Or even just, this isn't for everyone, but journaling, like writing down. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
I do like that, because even if you don't necessarily feel comfortable or like talking about all your feelings, it's such a good way to get it out and just therapeutic.
And I last year I had this like 5-minute like journal thing where you take like 5 minutes out of your day, like during, I think you take 5 minutes out of your morning and 5 minutes out of your night to just jot down like oh, like 3 things you're grateful for today.
Yeah.
3 good things that like happened today, all this and whatever. 3 or like an affirmation too, like a daily affirmation.
Like
and
there's so many like cute little books you can get that like all these like self-help books that like make you want to like journal and like do that, or whether it's even just like what I do is just like write whatever I'm feeling, whatever I'm thinking down into a notebook, and like that's so really helpful too.
Yeah, and you can like find all these on like Amazon, literally like anywhere.
Oh yeah,
and even like
they're all over my TikTok For You page.
Yeah, no, I like love doing that, and I finished the 5-minute like journal thing last year, I think August or something, but that's why like I ordered a new one, because I was like, I feel like that would just kind of like help me like a little
it's
bit.
Just a little self-reflecting moment and just like organize your thoughts a little. Yeah. And even when you finish it, like that'll be kind of fun to look back on, like, oh, like last year, or even just seeing your own personal growth too. Like it's looking back and being like, oh, I was worried about that, or I was struggling about that. Like, oh my God, like that's so insignificant.
I know.
Now.
And like, look at me now and stuff.
Yeah. It's and just, like, oh my gosh, like I've made so much progress.
Yeah. And I even like, if you like don't like writing, I personally love writing it just because I feel like it just makes it a little bit better. I just don't like typing it because I just do so much schoolwork with typing. So that's why I try to stay away from that. But like, you can even like type your feelings.
I will say I did that for such the longest time, just like a notes app type. Yeah. And then I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll just get a journal. We'll just write it.
No, and I just feel like that honestly like just really helps a lot. But that could also be something that you can take into consideration. But I mean, other than that, that's it for this podcast. Kate, if there's anything else you want to add.
Not that I can think of. I mean, even just like with these little like maybe like tips and tricks we've suggested, like even if you think they aren't going to help, like even just trying something out or like adding something to your routine could be like extremely beneficial. So
even if it's just like 5 minutes like out of your like morning or out of your night and stuff, I feel like just like even like the smallest amount could help and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for episode 3. I hope you liked this episode. I hope this episode helped remind you to give yourself a little bit of a break sometimes, and remember to really value your mental health and time for yourself. Shout out Kate for coming on this podcast with me.
Thanks for having me on.
But before I end this off, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Life Diaries with Amy. I will be posting more content soon for some of my upcoming episodes, so you can ask me questions for me to answer on my next episode. But again, I hope you enjoyed this week's Life Diaries with Amy, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.